Good morning and welcome to MightyOxTrading. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's had a great night or a great weekend and ready for a great week. Morning, Moss. How you doing? Markets up and down. We're getting close to all-time highs. All-time high on ES, if I remember right, is 61.69. We hit 61.57 overnight. So let's try to push back up now. Our low, I mean, this is quite the range too. And it's actually the range isn't as big as I thought. 41 up to 57. It looks like a bigger range than what it is, doesn't it? No, 37. That makes sense. 57, 20-point range. NQ, 198 the low, 319 the high. That's what, 130 points in range. I want to say NQ's all-time highs are in the 400s. I got to look that one up. Copper, about 100 ticks in range. Ultra Bond, got a big drop overnight. Actually, that's not even right, is it? It popped up at the open. About half a point in range, though. Not about 3/4. Gold rising up. 28 points in range. Crude oil dropping. Dropping like it's hot. Um, it's about a point in range. Natural gas rising, probably because of the massive cold snap we're having. And then Bitcoin is sitting about 96.2. That's where we sit standing, whatever body posture you're choosing to take on this beautiful Tuesday morning in February. Pull one down now, you can see. Sitting here. Y'all hearing me? Whenever no one talks for the first 5 minutes, I get worried that Something's not right. Oh, there you are. Good morning, MR. How you doing? Uh, I'm hanging in there. Uh, not my mother got admitted to the hospital yesterday afternoon. Morning, Chris. Oh, quick move down. So we see this. We started reversing about a half an hour ago, and it's fallen from 22,300 down to 75, so about 25 points down. Uh, the I think I mean, she's okay. She's talking to me on Facebook Messenger. Um, she has severe COPD, so part of it is just a COPD flare, but her heart started doing a whole bunch of weird things. Her heart rate was dropping down into the 30s, and then popping up into the 120s. And then me and the paramedic almost I wanted to he needs to lose his license. Thank you, Chris. Morning, Amelia. How are you? Wonderful. Took the trash out and brought it back in. I'm assuming mean you brought the empty cans back in. Oh, okay. Ah, okay. My trash got picked up yesterday, regardless of the holiday. Yeah, you didn't realize he stayed up that late. Let's look at our news. According to Financial Juice today, we have Canadian CPI coming up in about 20 minutes. New York Fed manufacturing at the same time. Fed speaker at 10:20 a.m. Will we hit an all-time high today on NQ or ES or both? In case everyone didn't see it from Friday, Ox went to 91% off, and that's going to be for the rest of the month for their intraday accounts, 50K or bigger. And no one should get anything bigger than a 50K because of their exorbitant fund setup fees. Everyone enjoy their 3-day weekend. And a reminder, guys, score that like button if you think you're going to enjoy today's stream. Morning, Speed Racer. How was your weekend? Uh, I have a little bit of a sinus thing going on. I don't know if it's a cold or it's a little bit of a stuffy, runny nose type deal. And I bought some Claritin because I do get, some issues with allergies and stuff at times. But right now my house is so in disarray because of all the various computer components and other stuff that's going to be going in my setup that I can't find anything. That's before the 78-inch desk arrives today. We're popping up here. Taking the long. ATR, wow, ATR is only 3. So we're not going to go for a huge target here. I should have went off the 3-minute chart. I'm very late on this. Did I put the wrong direction? No? Okay. And that just kind of stops. There we go. Now we're starting to get a little movement. Oh, there we go. Now what? There's 5 points. I'm taking 5 points. We'll start the week off that way. That was weird. TradingView didn't show my exit. I did exit, right? Yes. I'm not sure TradingView is working right. TradingView appears to be stuck. Yeah, TradingView is stuck. Great. I rely on it for entries. Everything on TradingView stuck. Gold's moving. I'm gonna kill TradingView and then bring it back up, I guess. Oh my God, everything's black. Oh, There we go. Now it's showing. And I would have stayed in that trade had I been able to actually see the candles. Look at that go. Beautiful move up off that blue candle. And it even logged me back into Tradify, so we're good. And Q definitely rising back up here. So what do you think, guys? Are we going to hit all-time highs today? And Q's all-time high is... I think I would write this down because I looked at it last week, but, you know, I'm not that smart. 22,425.75 is what TradingView has. So we are about 125 points away. I believe ES is 61.69. Uh, up to battling with 300, which is where we battled before. You see, about an hour, a little less than an hour ago, we got 301. Couldn't get any higher. Over here, got the 307. We do have that bit of news in a few minutes. I don't think it's anything to write home about. This is a beautiful move off the 3 minute. And you know, if I had been doing the 3 minute chart, you can see actually it's been trailing this, and this would have been so far 79, 90, 96, so about 20 points locked in. Continuing on, this move down off of here is another trigger. If I was following candle to candle, this one would have knocked me out though, but still. Actually giving some good moves here off the 3 minute. Pulls back a little bit. So again, could not get through the 300 area. Got up to 304. Pulls back. Let's see if it's a little pullback to try and go high. Kind of leveled here out 296. See what this news does. I don't expect it to do much. It's not doing much of anything right now. Y'all are a quiet bunch today. I think it wants to come down. Yeah, the purple candle there on the 30-second chart. I didn't take it, kind of because it was the news candle. I could have got 5 there. Rising up. Little bounce. So yeah, gave us 5 and then bouncing back up. Our ATR is now under 3. So we are, I mean, it looks like we're getting nice moves, but yeah. Sitting here at 293 doing absolutely nothing. I think everyone fell asleep. Gold's trying to rise up again. Nice bounce off the resistance there from the trigger point. Forward candle pop. Took the long. It's literally only a 2-point stop. 3-point stop. Actually got a nice fill on that. Instead of filling at the top of the candle, it filled me like a point better. It hits the Bollinger, comes back down. There it goes. There it goes. Struggling at 301. I'm gonna take it off there since that was about more than double our ATR right now. So I'll take it off there. 93.75 to 375. So a 7-point win. It looks like I did that right at the right time with that quick pullback. Good morning, John. No red folder news this morning. Only thing we got on the agenda is, well, we had Canadian CPI a few minutes ago. But other than that, we have a Fed speaker at 10:20 a.m. So we're 2 for 2 in the morning so far. We're up 228.64. JJR, good morning. Eh, uh, parts of it. Morning, Robin. How are you? I'm hanging in. Morning, Platt. This coming Friday, 21st. London session is falling down. My fair lady. Rising up. Overnight high on NQ 319. ES is already kind of at its overnight high. All right, got its high. Good morning, Captain Crunch. It's been a while since I've seen you. How you doing? I'm hanging in. You're welcome, John. Uh, the main the main rule now with Apex is no JJR. Thursday night into Friday morning. Yeah, I was gonna say 30% drawdown. If you go unrealized 30% uh, against you, that's gonna flag you if you do it more than like once. Still rising here. That said, I do plan. Yeah, I talk to John Skelton on a regular basis. And I do plan on giving him feedback that when they say you get denied for improper risk management, they need to tell you exactly what you did wrong. This lack of communication is really starting to be a thing. They need to be more clear. Just wherever you start the day at profit wise, Captain Crunch, just that's the number you're going to use. So if you start the day where your account is up by say $5,000. You just want to 30% of that is 1,500. So you can't go red more than $1,500 in any trade. Well, don't let the denial mess with your head, and I know that can happen. Um, just try and tighten it up. Tighten up. Maybe don't let your trades go too far red. And if you have to, size down. Just until you get that payout. Size down. If you, I don't know what size you use, but if you use like 1 mini, then size down to 5 micros, and trade for another few days, and secure your payout. That way, if you are going 30% red in a trade, then theoretically, if you size down half the size, then you should only be going about 15% in the red. If you see what I'm saying there. I mean, just they just don't want to see you go red by more than 30%. You know, Even if that trade comes back and ends up being profitable, they believe that risking more than 30% of your profit in a trade is not a good idea, and they don't want to see you doing that. And to be fair, okay, first of all, yes, they need to tell you, and yes, there should be some way of knowing where that threshold is easier. But every trading coach I've talked to, when I say should anyone ever risk 30% of their drawdown in any single trade, across the board, the answer is no. No one should ever be risking 30% of their account in any single trade. So the rule isn't necessarily a bad rule. It's just the way it's executed, like because it's not clear, if that makes sense. Just look at what you start your day off at before you ever take a trade in a trading day. Look at where your profit's at. Whatever your account balance is at, and then figure out what 30% of that is. That way you're not relying on software that may be giving you the wrong information or whatever. So, like I said, if you're at $5,000 in profit on that account, figure out 30% of that, which is 1,500. I did easy math there. Obviously, if your profit is like 4,261, then obviously then you just need to do times point three on a calculator, and it'll tell you how far you can go red without triggering their system. What is Trade Viz? I'm confused what Trade Viz is. What is that exactly? Pull back here. So we got back up to 307-ish and pulled down. Uh, Apex wouldn't be pulling from your journaling software, Captain Crunch. Apex is just going with its internal numbers. Hey, Jamari, haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? RJ, how are you? That's understandable, Jamari. You got to do what's best for you always. But I'm always glad to see people stop in and at least say hi, so I know they're still around. So yeah, Captain Crunch, they're not going to see your journaling software. The only thing they see is the reports that come from whichever data feed you're using, Rhythmic or Tradovate. Tradeify is an excellent firm, and that's congratulations, Jamari. Glad to hear you got a payout. Excuse me. They don't. I've never heard of TradeViz, and I think I would have. Apex uses Rhythmic or Tradeovate's reports. That's what they use. I mean, those are the top of the heap, Jamari. Futures desk is good. Legends is rising up. Some other, there's some other decent ones out there, but those three are the cream of the crop. Someone poke NQ with a stick. I feel lucky to have gotten the wins they got today. Phoenix is a good firm too. I did an interview with their CEO a few months back. It was a good interview. There was nothing wrong with Phoenix at all. There's just nothing that makes them like really stand out either. But I mean, they're a good firm. You're going to get paid by them. They have a path to live. Not that I'm aware of, Captain Crunch. And honestly, I kind of wish instead of Apex having that 30% rule, I almost wish they had a daily loss limit that didn't fail you, just locked you out for the day. I think it'd be easier. Yeah, he's in the Discord. We have a bunch of CEOs in my Discord. We have TickTickTrader, we have Phoenix, we have Tradeify. We used to have MMFU. Um, of course, we have the Futures Desk. Nice little pop here. Trying again. Yeah, that's true, Jamari. I mean, I don't know what the exact solution is there, but yeah. Captain Crunch, do not apologize. When you're asking questions, it's probably interesting to other people as well. So don't ever be afraid to ask questions or give feedback of a prop or whatever. That's why we're here. I mean, trading and the prop world. I gotta find out about Tick Tick. I've heard like, I mean, they don't do the instant payouts, kind of like Tradify and MMFU. I gotta see what's going on with Tick Tick. I don't think they're. I haven't heard many complaints. Usually, when someone starts falling behind, I hear constant complaints, which is, and I'm not complaining about the complaints. I want to hear. I need to hear this information so I know what's going on. So I must make that clear. So far, I haven't really heard a lot, but I need to scope that out. You're toking it this early in the morning, Amelia? Wow. Rising up again. Still rising. Just about the top of the hour. About 30 minutes till the bell. Yeah, I mean, the market is really, I mean, our ATR on the 30-second chart is only 2.59. That's slow. But it's given some decent moves, even though they're slow moves. Pulls back here at the top of the hour. Again, didn't quite reach that overnight high. I thought you were. I thought you would coach people on how to eat breakfast cereal. So that purple candle, I should have took it. Kind of shied away because it was the top of the hour, but it would have given me a five pointer. Course is, your course would entail like perfect cereal to milk ratio and the right size spoon. Captain Crunch used to be one of my favorite cereals, but only without the crunch berries. I could never stand the crunch berries. Minor folks, if you're enjoying today's stream, I appreciate if you gore that like button. Let everyone know you're enjoying the stream, so YouTube invites other people to check it out, so we can get some new friends. Seems like just doesn't want that overnight high. We got within like 4 points of it there. Comes down, tries to pop back up. So far failing. See what it does. Can it take us higher? Dow's fallen. Well, they allow you to DCA now, Captain Crunch. They just care about that 30%. You can DCA to your heart's content. There we go. It's popping again. Trying for that overnight high. Yeah, I'm so glad I don't have to type everything, that I can just talk, although oftentimes I'm stumbling over the words, so it's not much better. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. Um, yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, that's a that's an interesting thought. I mean, it should just be a number. It shouldn't the DCA shouldn't matter. You know, if you go red by 30% of your starting balance for the day, no matter how many times you DCA, it shouldn't matter. Do you understand what I'm saying? It doesn't matter how many contracts you're using or whatever. It's a set number, and it doesn't change throughout the day. It's based on your starting balance for the day. So for every trade that day, you can't go below that number on each individual trade. Taking the long here, trying to get this, see if it can break the overnight high. Looks like that's a nope. We'll see. Hold on. Overnight high 19. It's 16. We're sitting at 14. Go, go, go. Go, go, gadget. There we go. Nope, 17s. Can't get above it. Rejects. Tries again. Nope, rejects again. Here's the thing: if it rejects again, I'm gonna think we're gonna go down today, because this is like the third or fourth try. Maybe when the bell rings, the big banks are gonna want that all time high. So I don't know. Does it want to break out? Break up? Breaking up is hard to do. They say that breaking up is hard to do. There we go. 317. There we go. Look at that. Still can't get the high though. Overnight high is 319. Hit 318. Pulls back. I'm out. I'm gonna take it. Small win. 7 ticks. I just don't trust that it wants to break it, and it might still break out. It looks like it, possibly wants to, but oh, look at that. Look at that. So, thank you, Chris. Morning, Ace. How are you? How was your weekend? Hmm. I'll have to see. I haven't heard anyone else talking about that, like on the Discord or whatever, but something to look into, I guess. Are you feeling better now, Ace? Hi, USC. How was your weekend? Good. Got 16 minutes till the bell. Falling. Absolutely, Captain Crunch. Look forward to hearing what happens. And I'll start giving John feedback about that 30% and also about the vague risk management thing. uh, USC, just that you can't go more than 30% red unrealized in any one trade from your starting day's total once you're above the safety net. So if you say your account is $5,000 in profit, then you can't go more than $1,500 unrealized red on a trade. The problem is that Apex doesn't tell you when you do that, and instead you just get a denial that says improper risk management. It doesn't give you details. So they need, in my opinion, they need to tell people what improper risk management, where they actually violate it. There needs to be, that needs to be more open. Well, Jamari, RJ, and I, barring any setbacks on my new computer setup this weekend, will be doing an Asia session next Monday, live on stream. RJ, you need to tell me what hours we're doing that. I don't think the 5-to-1 rule is still around. It's supposed to just be the 30%. That said, I need to actually look at Apex's rules to make sure. Ace, RJ said hello about like half an hour ago, and then I never saw him again. So let me actually review Apex rules later on. And I was, when they announced Apex 3.0 in the new rules, it was supposed to just be that 30%, and that the 5-to-1 wasn't still a thing. But I'll have to check to make sure. Yeah, that sounds like a trap. Yeah. Apex 3.0 came out actually in like August or September. Falling here. So yep, but I was, wow. That might be one of the best exits I've ever done. And I said it looks like it doesn't want to break and got out of that trade. Because look at that, it didn't go any further and it just fell. Still coming down. Hey, Crypticon, how you doing? Everybody put their trash out that needs to put it out this morning. I don't know who got delayed because of the holiday and who don't. Like they pick up my trash on the holiday here, so I don't know who actually might have got delayed till tomorrow. Wow, how much trash can you generate in between Tuesday and Thursday? Still falling here. What's your question, Crypticon? Be careful, you're on the borderline of stalker there, RJ. Good job, Jamari. Depends on the prop, Crypticon, but for most, you should not trade today. If you it's usually from Sunday till Tuesday afternoon is all counted as one day. That sounds good, RJ. It'll be 6:30 my time. Works for me. Yeah, I see that, RJ. Falling down hard. Depends on the day. I can be as little as 3. I can be as much as 20 if I'm trading all day. ES still falling, NQ still falling, Dow still falling as we head toward the bell. We have a guy here that did over 100 trades the other day. JJR. I think it was 200 trades, actually. I don't remember exactly. Wow, quick move down. So we got up to 317 here, and it's dropped 40 points since, and still dropping hard. Look at that. Wow, this is I don't know. Should have tightened the stops like 3 minutes ago. Let's see what's if there's some sort of news popping. I don't see anything. I mean, this 3 minute candle's down 40 points. We didn't they didn't move the bell front like 2 minutes, did they? You weren't even here 20 minutes ago, Ace. So after the bell, I'll tell everyone my exciting story of getting into a verbal altercation with a paramedic yesterday. So we get 30 points down, 40 points down in the 3 minute candle before the bell. The bell rings and it does nothing. Okay, now it's moving. I was like, what the heck just happened? Where was the movement? As we fall, market's not doing anything. So uh, my mom started having some issues yesterday. Um, you know, she already has bad CFPD. She has a history of heart issues, and her heart started going anywhere down to like 35 beats per minute, and then blowing up to like 120 per minute. And she's been sick for last couple weeks. Honestly, she has some other stuff going on as well. So she talked to her doctor. Doctor says she need to go out to ER. So I call, and this paramedic seemed to think he was like all knowing. Was talking to her like absolute trash, um, and started like questioning how she was taking her meds, the way the doctor orders her to take her like her breathing treatments and stuff, which is not his job to do. And I finally like, you need to stop. I'm like, this is, you're treating her like trash. I say, I normally have very lot of respect for paramedics and you know, fire service and all that, but you're not here to decide how she should be taking her meds. You're here to be transporting her to the hospital. I mean, he was acting like either she was causing her own issues or she was faking it. And I was getting hot, and to the point, and it still pisses me off that I didn't think to pick up my phone and start recording the conversation. I was just so hot that I didn't, and I'm normally pretty level headed. I don't get hot often, and it was like, what the hell? I mean, You have no right to be to question. I even said to me, "What, you want me to call the doctor right now and say this is what she's supposed to be doing?" He was like, "I want to see that prescription." What the hell? What do you mean you want to see that prescription? You have no MD or DR in front or behind your name. Popping up here. And it's not like it was an opiate or something. It's albuterol for breathing. It's not like she was there needing Narcan or something. Hey, Blondie. Yeah, I mean he I'm going after his license. I'll be very honest. I've already had a couple friends because I used to actually be on the auxiliary of one of the rural fire departments here, and I posted all this on Facebook, and a couple of the people that are still with that fire department said, "Get me the information. He's going to get reported." But yeah, see, my mom has a serious panic and anxiety disorder. To get her to even agree for me to call emergency services when it's needed is tough. She's never going to allow me to do that again unless she's unconscious, because it's going to put her in such a panic that she's going to be treated like that again. That it's just not. That just destroyed any chance I have of getting her emergency help unless, unless she's actually unconscious and unresponsive. She was admitted to the hospital last night. Her lung doctor is supposed to be coming in this morning to check things out. I've been checking her test results. There's nothing serious that I'm seeing, but I'm thinking that the heart issue is a severe case of AFib, but the lungs are just unfortunately progressing worse and worse. Um, Looking at her blood work, she's one of the weirdest people in the world. You know how everyone's like, you gotta decrease your salt intake. You gotta decrease your salt intake. Blah blah blah. Her sodium always comes up at drastically low levels to the point that the last time she was in the hospital, a little over a year ago, they made her like swallow this like salt cube to try and get her sodium numbers up. But so I don't know if they're just gonna keeping her till today until the lung doctor comes in and looks at everything, or if they're going to keep her longer. Yeah, because I've been talking to my mom on Facebook Messenger. I guess the guy that rode with her in the back of the ambulance to the hospital told her that nobody really likes that guy. So it's like, it's one bad. The rest of the crew, they were nice. I have no problem with them. It's that one guy who seemed to think he was smarter than everybody else. But yeah, it was to the point that I was gonna, get up and actually get in his face, and I don't get in people's faces. Yeah, I've hit someone out of anger twice in my life, and not for the last 30-ish years. But yeah, the way he was treating her and talking to her, it was. And the thing is, I do try. You know, Blondie, I do try to account for stuff like that because I know they're understaffed. I know they don't get paid the way they should. But and I know they have hard jobs. They do deal with people that are, all kinds of whatever. But it's just like there was no need for that. I'm taking the long here off this tiny little blue candle to see whether or not we're going to come up. It was probably a mistake. It was below the 9. Yep, stopped out. This took away most of my profit in the morning. Oh, I know you're not. I know you're not, Blondie. I'm just, I'm just saying. That's what I was just saying that I try to give these guys grace because I know how hard their jobs are. Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, I mean, it just like I said, I'm mad at myself that I did not have the control of the situation enough that I should have started recording. Yeah, and the thing is, and that's the other thing. Everyone else that came was, EMTs or whatever. He was the only one with an actual paramedic's license. So he seemed to think that made him better than anybody else. Back to long. Come on, get through that EMA for me. Nope, ouch. Come on, don't reject down. Get through that EMA. All Captain Crunch was discontinued? Wouldn't mind if the Crunch Berries got discontinued. It looks like this is going to reject on me here. Yep, stopped out. Ouch. What stop do I have on this? What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. Sounds good, RJ. Going to be a lot of work going on here this weekend. Yes, RJ. London this Friday. London Friday. Massive computer build and setup Saturday and Sunday. Asia Monday. Are you okay with that, RJ? I mean, we can change something if you need something changed. Ooh. Grumpy RJ of a revenge trading all night. All night. Dow trying to bounce here. It's an interesting possibility. ES also showing signs of wanting to bounce on the 30-minute chart. 3-minute chart. Gold rising. Wow, really rising. Japan not doing much of anything. Pulling back on crude. Top of the hour, we do have U.S. No wait, yeah, U.S. NAHB housing market index. I don't think that's a market mover. Oh wait, oh, that Dow looks interesting. There's NQ, also looking interesting. Less interesting now. Maybe. We're long. Long on NQ, long on the Dow as well. Two different platforms, two different accounts. NQ rising. NQ pulling back. Ah, we're out of the NQ trade on the one that pulled back on me. I could have had 10 points and I didn't take it. That was stupid of me. Dow's still trying to rise here. It's giving back now as well. Ah. So no follow through on either of these. We're out of the Dow as well. Dow might be coming back though. NQ falling. NQ trying to pop back up. NQ shook me out and now it's rising. I see. Off the 3 minute chart, it was I could have just ended it right off the 3 minute. Oh, whatever. Come back at you, Captain Crunch. Turn you all soggy. Nice move up here by NQ. So I had the right idea. I was 2 minutes too early. Look at that. So if I had been playing the 3 minute chart instead of the 30-second chart, I would have waited till this candle closed. I'm gonna be honest, I may not have even I didn't like that candle, but if I waited till that candle closed and took it, that would have been a 31 point candle. Nice USC, very nice. Captain Crunch, just don't let it be a wait for it, wait for it, serial killer of your account. Captain Crunch is the star of the stream today for laughing at my jokes. Took the long off that blue candle. Ran into an EMA on the 3 minute chart, so this might not work well. Trying again. There we go. Got some momentum. Had some momentum. Momentum just died. Get the funeral for the momentum. And now we're coming down. Trying again. Bouncing on the 9. That doesn't look good. We're out. Ooh. Ouch. Damn. NAHB housing market index, whatever, coming up in 15 seconds. Falling. So I'm an idiot. Again, 3-minute chart. Wick touches the 9. We get a 45-point candle. Purple candle touching the 9. We got a 20-point candle. Oh, and this whole move started with a purple candle on the 9 right there below. I mean, yeah, purple candle on the 3-minute chart. All right, look at this. Worked, worked. Didn't really work. Worked, 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 worked. Look at this fall. This is now a 45-point candle as well. We're down to 151 here. And remember, I actually said, so maybe I'm starting to read the market better. I said, back when we couldn't break the highs, we tried for like the 4th time of breaking overnight high, could not get up there. I said, I'm thinking that this is going to come down now. Couldn't break it 3 different times. I think we're going to come down. And we came down. That's quite the bounce, though. Yep. Wasn't ready. I missed the entry. Missed the entry on that one. Couldn't find my Tradovate chart or and it was right in front of me. Yeah, didn't go where I thought it was going to anyway. Mm. Yeah. Trying the long there. Go, go, go. I accidentally just closed the trade. I meant to move the stop, and instead I closed the trade. Well, that kind of sucked. I mean, it was a winning trade, but it could have been more of a winning trade. Wanted to move that's frustrating. Wanted to move my stop behind this candle. You see it's still going. I got out at 172, and it just hit 185. Mo, Larry, and Curly. That's Curly. Day traders just went to 80% off. Yeah, I figured out what you were talking about there. Took me a minute. Ace is long. It's a nice move up. We see the blue candle there came up, pulled back, then went further. Here again, I had the green candle after the touch of the Bollinger, and we could have got more off that. Those top wicks bother me, but it sounded like a car that needed a little extra juice. running down the trade. How many youngins here are like, who are the Three Stooges? Ace, I think your runner twisted an ankle. I love who's on first. Speaking of baseball, anybody besides John DeFore and RJ Wheel interested in doing fantasy, MightyOxTrading fantasy baseball league? If you are, let me know. All right, Tio, I'll count you in. That means we have four. We need at least 10, I feel, to have a good league. Oh, Big Pop. I love it when you call me Big Pop. Throw your hands in the air. Ah, better yet, throw your candles in the air. Pulls back. Around here, job one is to hit the like button. We're long. And it pulls back. Ouch, nothing's going to go right today. Ouch, 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 ouch. You can tell it's a Tuesday that's parading as a Monday. Yep, stopped out. Fuck. And you take I did that off the 3 minute, and then the 30-second gives me a great signal, and I don't take it. I Greta Garbo? Now there's a whole bunch of people in here like, the heck's a Greta Garbo? I have no idea what any of that even is, Captain Crunch. Funded account. Ace, please don't call it prop pretend stuff. Now I gotta look at a 30-minute chart just to see if I can figure out what the heck you all are talking about. Whoa, well, that would have been a beautiful purple candle. Wow. 30-minute chart would have been beautiful there. But now I'm working off the 30-minute. No, I'm kidding. Ace, don't make me go all paramedic on you. So Ace, there's been two loud trains that apparently my mic is blocked out for you. But when I have the new computer set up, I'm gonna have an actual microphone. We'll have to see whether that picks the trains up or not, instead of using the headset. Like an actual physical sit on my desk microphone. I'll tell you what, I'll see whether or not my tech guy can like hook up an outside microphone for me. Well, that was a quick pop. Take the long so it can go wrong. Wow. Yeah, I will, Tio. I plan on it. Won't be anything like Patrick. But my tech guy has now also convinced me to add a green screen. He's gonna attach it to the ceiling, and I can just pull it down as needed. The mini fridge is currently sitting on the porch, and the UPS arrived yesterday. The backup power supply thingy, and that freaking thing is like 60 pounds. I actually have two now. I'm going to use one for each computer. First one I got wouldn't have been enough to handle the new computer. Quick move down. I don't know. I got to see if I can move the router from where it's at. Uh, we're gonna run Ethernet cables, but I don't think I'm gonna. I don't think I would need to get another power UPS for the just for the router because the way the cable company wired it's right. It's in the other room, and I don't know if we can move it over to mission control. That was a quick move down, and I should have grabbed the purple candle in the red. That was a perfect setup. I am totally off my game today. Alpha, not Fadius, and I was told that uh, part of some is going to arrive from Best Buy on Wednesday, and then other stuff's going to arrive next week. So I assume the computer's arriving from Best Buy, or it could be the monitor, or it could be both, and then the chair is going to arrive sometime next week. Um, the new computer's going to have a 1600-watt power supply. It's going to use about 1200 max, but the monitors can use up to 180 watts themselves. The two 49 inchers, and then I don't know what the other ones use. Yeah, we're actually he's going to drill a hole in the floor so he can run a power cable down to the basement because it's not. I wouldn't be able to run both computers up here on the same breaker. So he's going to run two cables down, one for the second computer, and then one for me to run the appliances. I am going to be able to sit at my desk, manage a trade, fry a burger, get a piece of cheese for the burger out of the mini fridge, and brew a pot of coffee all at the same time. Yeah, man, I could get a urinal. Well, I used, speaking of that, my current setup right now is probably near capacity because I used to have a chest freezer and I actually sold it to my landlord just recently. But whenever the chest freezer would kick on, my one monitor would blink on and off for like a second. While he's here, he's also going to hook up a Wi-Fi, Alexa enabled thermostat, and I'm buying Wi-Fi enabled smoke detectors that he's going to put up. Not really part of the computer setup, but I actually haven't had a smoke detector in the house for like 2 years. I tore the last one off the wall because it was literally like 2 feet from the stove. So anytime someone cooked on the stove, even if you weren't burning anything, just if there's some smoke coming up, it would set the darn thing off. Well, I meant to just take along on NQ and on uh, Top Step, and instead I had YM up. So we're just gonna go with it and see if it goes. I got my 40 ounce Stanley like MightyOxTrading mug over the weekend. I have my Mighty Ox blackout curtains and my neon sign's supposed to arrive this week. Neon sign, the Mighty Ox Trading logo. Yeah, it is. Most expensive project I've ever done. I don't ever spend money on myself. most expensive thing, when you get to add it all up, and it's not something I'm like gonna do like on a regular basis. So all this stuff will last me for years. Um, Ace, funny thing about that, my mom has a MightyOxTrading hoodie, and she took it with her when she went on the ambulance ride. And the guy in the back of the ambulance asked her about it, and this was one of the good guys, not the jerk. And he said he was gonna try and look me up on YouTube. Look at this rise up here on that. I don't even remember YM. Now the neon sign will be in front of me. You won't see it. If It's just gonna be something fun for me, and I'll show it every now and then. And we're out on that trade. It's pulling back. But there we go. That was 29 points there on YM. Got a couple of health things as well that may or may not just be pseudoscience, but I'm gonna give it a try. A red light therapy thingy and a grounding mat. I don't ever actually go outside, so I never actually touch grass. So see what these grounding mats thing. I got a light for underneath the desk so I can see underneath the desk at nighttime if I need to. Oh, cool. So yeah, I mean, I've been reading more about red light therapy, and I do, everything says it works. So I'm gonna give it a try, see how it goes. Does it seem to do anything for him, USC? So yeah, the next thing after this whole new setup is to get myself healthy, and I need to get a ramp for the house so I can actually get out of the house. Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty cool, To. Uh, they have sheets, they have mats. I'm just gonna, because my other leg foot that's still attached, you know, it tends to swell and stuff like that, and that'll get better as I lose weight. But still, I like to. give it some help if I can. Yeah, but you know what? It's cheap and it won't hurt. Like I said, may or not do anything, but it's not like I'm spending like $1,000 on it. About 20 minutes left to go here. My new recliner arrived on Friday. It sits like 9 inches higher than my old one. It's weird. Still, this is rising up. This was a great signal here that I didn't take. The recliner is going to help me build muscle because it is hard to recline. I have to like pull on it with all my strength to get the leg thingy to come up. While the vibration machines won't cause you to lose fat, they do help your body get things circulating and can help break down certain things. When I first got it, I couldn't open it at all. I actually had to sit next to it and open and close it that way like 20 times to loosen it up. It's once I lose more weight, 'cause this is a recliner for huge people. Once I lose more weight, I'm gonna get a better recliner. This isn't the most comfortable recliner either. And partially because the old recliner I had was a rocker recliner, and this one doesn't rock. So I push, I sit back and I'm expecting to rock back, and instead it's like hitting a brick wall. Have a great evening, MR. We'll see you tomorrow. But all this stuff, it's gonna help me get healthier. I'll no longer be next to the main fridge. I will load up the mini fridge with 1 or 2 days of food each day, and that's all I'll be able to get at. Plus, I'm going to start drinking coffee and green tea, cutting back on the diet soda. Ace isn't feeling well, and he seems to be a little grumpy. Coming down. Sort of low of the day. I think we just hit it, right? Ooh, wow. Wow, putting it on an hourly chart really shows what we've done today. 125 is the low. We're at 135. ES had a nice little bounce there, and Dow's bouncing. NQ's not really bouncing. The Elon Musk has his way. Soon we will. Captain Crunch, weren't you gonna stop? Hey, Freighter, how are you doing? MacD's using a curling iron? No, not yet, Freighter. Nice rise up. You're feisty today, Ace. I think I should find out the name of that paramedic and have you give him a call. Nice, Blondie. What's the Russell doing? Oh, yeah, look at that moving the Russell. That's some beautiful rustling right there. I have no idea why I said rustling. Every day I'm rustling. Wrong one. Probably at least another 6, Tio. We have 4 now. Me, you, John DeFore, and RJ Wheel. I haven't really made an announcement on the Discord yet. I probably should do that. Then, if this is a success, we'll do fantasy football in the fall. Is there such thing as fantasy hockey? I have to get the Canadians involved. I knew a Canadian would pipe up eventually. Wow, RJ. That was like back when it was still done with like paper, right? Perhaps we won't do fantasy hockey. Okay, guys, we've reached the end of our time together today. I do want to thank everyone for joining me. Hope everyone has a great rest of your day. We'll be back tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, for some more hot, fun trading action. We'll see you then.